This is Ron from POCculture.com. McKenna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Nice Zoom backdrop.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Nice to chat with you. My first question, actually, I know you're a big fan of The Office. And so I was wondering, I think there's more stories to tell for Addison and company. What would you think about an office style, show with Addison and her friends?
I think that would be hilarious. We were always talking about a little spin-off of all the adventures on the moon. That would be so funny. I love The Office, especially The Office on the moon. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I think we can pull it off. And like you said, there's definitely some spin-off potential. Now, the film itself, I really enjoyed. I didn't expect to just kick me in the guts a little bit, but the chemistry between the four of you really stood out. Could you peel back the curtain a little bit and share what it was like off screen, how you all developed that chemistry?
Yeah, I mean, we all had a really long time to spend together. We all stayed in the same apartment complex, so we all spent a lot of time together. But it makes me happy that it translated well to screen. And I mean, we all had like a 2 week moon camp to learn how to be on the moon beforehand. So that was really cool, all of us getting to learn how to do flips and crazy things together. It was so fun. And I mean, I think that all of us really loved our characters and getting to be able to mesh them all together and in our scenes, I think always worked really well. I think that we had a good time being able to shoot some of like the scenes in the rover because we spent so long in that thing. It's funny, the end, as emotional as it is. I think we got in trouble because none of us could stop laughing. Uh, Whenever all of us were supposed to sleep, all of the people who were pretending to be asleep couldn't stop giggling during the takes.
It's almost like a real life sleepover, just happens on the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd love to hear a little bit more about this moon camp. What was the hardest part and the most fun part about what you learned in terms of moving around?
I mean, really, we would just go to this big old soundstage warehouse type of deal, and they had all these wires on the ceiling and pads on the floor, and they'd put us in harnesses and then wire us up, and then we'd just go and run around and learn how to look like we're anti-gravity. And our stunt people I had a bit of fun with our stunt people, and they taught me how to do like a flip, and I think they taught the guys how to do flips and whatnot. And I mean, it was really cool. And then we had, I think, one day where we went into the offices and watched, I think we might have talked to someone from NASA, if I'm correct. I think we might have. Don't quote me on that, but we talked to somebody that has something to do with space, and I'm pretty sure they were from NASA. But it was really cool getting to ask them questions and getting to see images and photos and learn how to be anti-gravity.
That's really cool. I think it's something all of us are curious about to some extent. Uh,
Mhm.
Now, talking about the emotional elements of it, there's really a larger themes that it touches on in terms of social commentary. Workers' rights and working conditions and class, a lot of class issues. And having been in The Handmaid's Tale, obviously that you're no stranger to that. How exciting is that for you as an actor to have this really like sci-fi fantasy, but to be able to touch on important issues too?
I think it's a really great opportunity to be able to learn from the film. I think that it's a lovely story about these five kids all coming together and going on a road trip across the moon. But at the base of it, it's a story about these five kids coming from different backgrounds and learning and listening from each other, which I think is really beautiful, especially in the end, getting to hear everybody talk and tell stories. I think that it's really lovely, and I think that a lot of people can learn from it. And I mean, that's why I wanted to do the film, was because I felt like, although it's this fantastical film that's on the moon and it's a road trip and it's fun, at the baseline of it, it has a lot of heart. And it feels grounded in some bits and bobs. There's parts of the stories that feel really real, and that's what really attracted me to it.
it has so much heart, and I agree with you. Like I said, I didn't expect to pack the punch that it did, but it was wonderful because of that. Congratulations on the film, and looking forward to that Office spinoff for you.
Can't wait.